Honeybees. Today we're going to learn all about the life of honeybees. Where can we locate honeybees? Honeybees are native to Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. However, they have been domesticated and are found on most temperate and tropical areas of the world. Let's look at the close-up profiles of honeybees. Eyes. Honeybees' eyes are sensitive to polarized lights. The honeybees are able to navigate by ultraviolet light patterns and sunlight on certain flowers. Antennae. Honeybees detect and understand dance messages in the darkness of a hive by feeling with its antennae. Wings. Honeybees have a pair of large forewings which are attached to the smaller hind wings with a row of tiny hooks. Stinger. This is located at the back end of the honeybee. It contains venom in a sac in the abdomen that is injected into its victim through a hollow sting tube. Abdomen. The abdomen has a honey stomach where nectar is stored until it is regurgitated into the nest. Legs. Honeybees have 3 pair of legs, 6 total legs. The back legs are edged with a long fringe of hair. These form the pollen basket against which pollen is gathered into a knob when the bees visit flowers. Jaws and tongue. The jaws of honeybees are used for cutting a small hole in flower petals, while the tongue can reach deep into the nectar of flowers. Honeybee habitats. Honeybees live in the wild. Honeybees will nest in hollow trees, dark caves, or on trees. Honeybees captured. Most bees are captured by beekeepers when they swarm in search of a new nest site. Domesticated hives. The bees are then domesticated into a manufactured hive where they will live. Honeybees prosper. Whenever there are suitable flowers to visit, honeybees can survive in the most temperate and tropical climates. Honeybee food and feeding. Honeybees need nectar. Honeybees need nectar and pollen to feed on. The worker bees start to forage for food at around 3 weeks old. Before this, they build combs and nurse the young bees. Then they act as guard bees. Each field bee fills its crop with nectar and brings it back to the nest or hive. It then passes the nectar to the nurse bee, which turns the nectar into honey. Honey and pollen are stored in wax cells and are fed to the larva. Honey is filled with rich proteins, vitamins, and sugars made from honeybees. Honeybees are insects. Characteristics of insects. As in most insects, honeybees have these characteristics. They have 2 compound eyes, 3 body parts, which are the head, the abdomen, and the thorax. They have 3 pair of jointed legs and 6 legs in all. They have a pair of antennae located on their head. They are invertebrate, which means they do not have a backbone. Honeybees live in most areas with temperate and tropical climates. Honeybee life cycle. The life cycle of a honeybee. Step 1, an adult honeybee lays eggs. Step 2, the eggs hatch and become larvae. Step 3, the larvae go into a pupa stage. Step 4, an adult honeybee comes out of the pupa stage and the life cycle continues. Honeybees' key features. Honeybees are a social bee that live in colonies with thousands of bees and are controlled by a single fertile female known as the queen. They communicate by scent, and a dance language. The entire team is made up of females. There are only enough males to mate and fertilize a queen. Honeybees are one of the few domesticated insects. Honeybee behaviors. Food nearby. A honeybee scout does a round dance on a comb inside the hive to indicate that there are flowers within 100 feet of the hive. Forage. The scout, along with other bees called the feeding party, will go out to find the sources of the nectar within a 100 feet radius. Food farther off. If the flowers are farther off, the scout bee will do a waggle dance. It dances the waggle section at a particular angle against the vertical. Follow the sun. The waggle angle is equal to the angle between food and the hive and the sun. Honeybees use this angle to plot their path. Honeybee conservation. Honeybees are susceptible to chemical pesticides, but unlike other bees known as bumblebees, they are not under the threat because humans value them as producers and pollinators of honey and wax. A threat to humans has emerged from the bees themselves. The African strain may attack aggressively even when not provoked. In today's lesson, we learned all about honeybees. Thank you for learning with me today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and share us with your friends. We hope you'll join us again soon for another lesson on Wonder of Learning. Until then, bye-bye.